Would you like to accelerate your career and reach your full potential in just minutes a day? Welcome to the LEADx Show with New York Times best-selling author and Inc. 500 entrepreneur, Kevin Kruse.
Is it Friday again? My head is spinning, but in a good way. Welcome to the LEADx Show, the smartest way to start your day, of course. Kevin Kruse here, and this week I'm going to answer a question about what to do if you have an office mate who is disruptive. But first, congratulations to you for being a lifelong learner, proactive with your career. You know that the LEADx Show is helping you to stand out and get ahead. Maybe you're turning on the LEADx Show and you tie your sneakers and go out for your morning jog. Maybe you're turning on the LEADx Show as you turn on your car and head out on your morning commute. Either way, you know that it's a valuable way to get a challenge, a tip, and to get ahead. Tell your friends, of course, LEADx is the smartest way to start your day. And the iTunes review of the week, my shout out of the week, goes to El Canche, I think I'm pronouncing that right, who wrote, "There are a number of fascinating podcasts out there, but this one is the perfect balance of terrific topics, interesting guests, and helpful content. As the executive director of a nonprofit, I find the lessons learned here to be invaluable." El Canche, thanks for that review, and thanks for working in the nonprofit sector. Don't forget to email me your full name and address so I can send you a cool LEADx t-shirt. I'm at kevin@leadx.org. And all of you out there, remember, you can join our private Facebook group just by subscribing and leaving a short review and rating on iTunes. Only takes a minute. And then let me know. And we're going to invite you, send you the link to the private group. Last month in that group, we gave away an Amazon Echo. This month, we're giving away a Kindle Paperwhite. You can always take the prize or the cash. And we give away all the books from our guests too. Tons of winners in this group. I hope you join. So the question of the week comes from Karen. And she says, "I share an office with a coworker. He likes to keep the door open. I like it closed as there's a lot of traffic in the hall. People also treat our office like a mini break room as there's a microwave, fridge, and coffee maker. These all belong to my office mate, and he allows everyone in the office suite to come in and to use them. People come in without even knocking if the door is closed. I've talked to management about how distracting it is, and they've not offered any solutions." So Karen, plain talk from Uncle Kevin here. Look, it sounds like you got a jerk for an office mate. You tried talking to him. You tried talking to management. Nobody's doing anything about it. Sounds to me like you're working in a kitchen, not an office. So I suggest you go find a new job and quit. I mean, the culture at your company sounds horrible. That's it. I think maybe this is just not a very good company. I mean, if you really did your best to talk to your coworker, talk to management, talk to HR or whatever, and it ain't working, maybe it's time to move on. Now, if you have limiting beliefs around why you can't quit for some reason, why you can't get a better job somewhere for some reason, then I guess you could try practical things if you haven't already thought of it, like wear noise canceling headphones, turn your desk so you're facing the wall, not the hallway. Heck, bring your own cube wall in to separate your area of the office from his little office side of the office. If he can bring in kitchen appliances, you should be able to bring in a sheet of plywood to separate the two desks. Now, an even bigger answer, nobody ever wants to hear this though, is you can always try to use what's bothering you in life to get stronger. Always assume like this is my fault, even if it isn't. Like I said, the guy sounds like a jerk, but if you assume that it's your fault, then it's like, what can I be doing different? What can I be doing better? What can I control? And for example, I meditate in the morning, not just for the meditation time, but it trains my brain to stay focused in distracting environments. Like when I was working for 2 hours on the Amtrak last night from DC to Philly. When I find someone really mean or annoying, I make it a personal challenge to try to win them over. I love studying persuasion skills, all the books and courses and things, around persuasion. And, I think it's fun to run experiments on people, the people I most dislike. Can I win them over to my side? Can I change their views? Just recently, I got an angry nasty email, from a hater. I don't get many of those, but I got a good one. And usually I ignore them. But this one was so awful, I thought it'd be funny to see if I could turn him into a fan. So it took me 1 week and 3 emails back and forth. And that person totally 180 degree flipped around and ended up, thanking me for everything I did for him and helping him out. So persuasion is one of the most important skills we can have in life. So how can you persuade the right person in HR to take action? How can you persuade your office mate to behave? How can you persuade others to stop coming into the office? I don't know, and it might be hopeless. Like I said, I like my first answer best. But that's how, if you really feel helpless in it, you can put it back on yourself and see how can this help you in life and make you better. Good luck, Karen. Don't forget, email me your address so I can send you a free gift. So before we go, if you love this podcast, you will love LEADx.org and our newsletter. Sign up and you'll never miss another episode of the podcast, and you'll get the challenge of the day delivered right in your inbox. Waiting for you. You get to work, you open it up, and you execute that challenge to stand out and get ahead. And tell your friends, send someone a text right now and say, yo, friend, tap that purple podcast icon on your smartphone and subscribe to the LEADx show because it's awesome. Now listen, come back on Monday, of course. Don't forget, over the weekend, come back bright and early on Monday. We're going to hear from someone who's going to say, hey, you're probably an overthinker, and here's how you can stop being an overthinker. Stop overthinking things. Then we talk about how to use storytelling for leadership and sales. Wednesday, I think it is, we have Liz Weissman. She's one of my favorites. I love her advice. Great writer, great executive coach, great speaker. And she's going to talk about her book, Multipliers. We're also going to have an organizational expert giving us tons of tips to stay organized at home, at work, and when we do business travel. So next week's really strong lineup. So I want to see you back next week. Until Monday, my friends, remember, lead with intent.